Don't get me wrong.
Oh my God!
And ladies and gentlemen, that represents exactly how they want to regulate the platform called Twitter or X, because one voice is so important, they need to kick all the rest. I mean, they're saying it's full of right-wingers over here, right? Just because everybody can speak.
And I think the dislike of and anguish over social media is just growing and growing and growing. And it's part of our problem, particularly in democracies, in terms of building consensus around any issue. It's really hard to govern today. You can't, there's no, the referees we used to have to determine what's a fact and what isn't a fact have kind of, been eviscerated to a certain degree. And people go, and that people self-select where they go for their news or for their information. And then you just get into a vicious cycle.
No, they did exist back in the day when they were wrong. We just never listened to them anymore. But right now you want to create a new situation that when you're wrong, you didn't have more information, but please do not do any more research because then you're wrong too.
So it's really, really hard, much harder to build consensus today than at any time in the 45, 50 years I've been involved in this. And there's a lot of discussion now about how you curb those entities in order to guarantee that you're going to have, some accountability on facts, et cetera. But look, if people go to only one source and the source they go to is sick and, has an agenda and they're putting out disinformation, our First Amendment stands as a major block to the ability to be able to just, hammer it out of existence. So what we need is to win the ground, win the right to govern by hopefully having, winning enough votes that you're free to be able to implement change.
Also, just like you, kid, if you just want to joke about your pain, present. If somebody did something bad to your kids in Germany and you call them pig,
Now, obviously, there are some people in our country who are prepared to implement change in other ways. And
so
that's
you're
really
questioning
dangerous.
really if democracy can survive unregulated social media.
I think democracies are very challenged right now and have not proven they can move fast enough or big enough to deal with the challenges that we are facing. And to me, that is part of what this race, this election is all about. Will we break the fever in the United States?
I mean, you wanted that melting pot without using democracy because you were doing the right thing. And now that a lot of people have a voice, you're like, well,
not anymore.
Because the process is going too slow. We don't really like your democracy anymore.
I think they're just all about winning the fucking election, all right? And then the easiest path to winning the election, look, you can talk about maybe she should have had more guts about this or that and the other, but we're the president.
Right.
And Trump's not the president, and we're the fucking president, and now it's going to be about this. But this is about fucking winning. What most people don't give the Democrats enough credit for, all right, but we give the Republicans credit for. It's like, no, sometimes it's just about fucking winning. And it doesn't matter how we look at this moment. It's about fucking winning.
Right.
This is about fucking winning.
Yep. No, it is.
It's a mad fucking dash, and she is running, and she's not stopping to stumble.
And you know what?
And there's nothing wrong with stopping this. I'm going to vote for her fucking anyway, no matter what she says in a stupid fucking interview.
Exactly.
So don't fuck shit up.
I'm going to tell you, if there is a competition between my son and another kid, and their father is talking to their own kid, it's about winning. It's about winning. And nothing else matters. Shut the fuck up. Do you really think me as a father thinks it's going to be a fair race?
Keep walking!
Nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen. This is just Ryan Rod's son, you know, the guy that tried to shoot Trump. He got arrested. He had a bunch of pictures of little kids doing the funky, the bad stuff, you know, the usual that sometimes you see with bad people. Surprisingly, Democrats are going to say he's a Republican too. But at the same time, he did say he never really liked Trump.
Be no love for me or Republicans for Kamala Harris today. In fact, I think the Trump campaign line today ought to be arsonist returns to scene of crime. I mean, look at the last 3.5 years. We've got the border has effectively been open, people flowing across. ICE today released information that there are 13,000 non-citizens convicted of homicide and almost 16,000 non-citizens convicted of some kind of sexual crime who are in the country right now. Only because we're in the shadow of an election is Kamala Harris trying to rush and pay some lip service to this issue as a tactical matter. Anderson, I don't think Harris should be trying to elevate this issue because this is the best ground from which Donald Trump has to fight. So, no, I think the Harris campaign is making a tactical mistake, and I think they have very little to say that the American people are going to buy on this today. Anderson, it's worse than that. It's not that it took them too long. It's that they actively worked to undo everything Donald Trump had done during his time in office. On the first day, they rescinded all of Donald Trump's border executive orders. The floodgates opened. All these people come rushing across. Then it becomes a political problem. And now at the end of the election, they want to blame it on Donald Trump. For her entire career, she has wanted a more permissive immigration structure. When she ran for president before, she wanted to decriminalize border crossings. In her heart of hearts, she wants a more liberal, permissive immigration structure. And in his heart of hearts, Donald Trump wants to crack down on the border. That's why when you look at the CNN polling this week, Trump is far more trusted on immigration than Harris. That is not going to change because of this visit today or anything she says today. The die is cast on this issue. If I were her, I'd want to bury this issue, not make it more prominent. But hey, if she wants to have border events, I think Republicans will rejoice because it'll increase the prominence of this issue for the last month of the campaign.
CNN Anderson Cooper and Van Jones sit in silence for nearly 2 minutes as Scott Jennings fact-checks Kamala Harris on the southern border. Brutal.
That's impossible.
Trump or Kamala? Wait. Trump or Kamala?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Hey, wait.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump. I don't know.
Trump or Kamala? Trump or Kamala?
Trump. Definitely Trump. Donald Trump.
Trump or Kamala? Trump or Kamala?
Kamala, yeah.
Trump or Kamala?
Oh, Trump.
You.
Trump.
Trump or Kamala?
No.
Trump or Kamala?
I'm gonna have to go with Trump, brother.
I don't know.
Trump or Kamala?
Oh, absolutely Trump.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
What?
And with freedom of speech, we can see people with colored hair that are Republicans too. Don't be judgmental. Freedom of speech.
And as far as on the energy topic, I live in Woodland, and I'm actually a customer of Valley Clean Energy. And I can tell you my power bills have not gone down. And I'm curious, when should California see some financial benefit to this transformation to renewables?
Well, I think we have. That wind, the water and solar has kept prices down. This is the cheapest form of energy right out here, this technology. It's had a significant impact on what you don't see. Our nation-leading climate policies have also had a significant impact of rebating customers, including $146 just this month that will be going out on average to customers, millions and millions of customers through our cap and trade program to offset their utility costs. Our nation-leading energy efficiency program allows me to lay claim to this fact. It's been PolitiFact. You can check it as well. So the fact that California has lower residential utility bills than states like Texas, states like Florida, and others that tout or mislead you with information that, with respect, is not or should not be in evidence because of the energy efficiency programs in this state.
All it takes for bad things to happen is for good people to do nothing.
Gavin Newsom claims that it's fact that energy costs are lower in California than in Texas or Florida when the average cost per kilowatt hour in California is 34.3 cents and 40.7 cents in Texas and 14 cents in Florida. I mean, how is he this bad? Very simple. He's trying to maintain something with special customer, making you pay for something that he tells is very good for you, but the amount of things that he keeps maintaining, it raises the national price for the electricity to support the things that he wants to change to make you feel we're doing the thing for the green energy.
You know, I'm not a politician. I'm not an expert on various issues that we're up against today, but I do feel strongly about who our leaders should be as an American citizen, and I would really like it if the discourse could become kinder and more effective. And I think that will be the case with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in office. And because I think they are people who are for the people.
That's like saying that you don't know anything about dancing, but you want to choose a person that seems to be kinder for the people, but you don't care if he's a good dancer at all.
Oh my God.
Hey man, more disinformation. They can just write the article as if something bad is happening without saying what the heck is happening or what we're seeing. But at least on Twitter you can see he was Syrian, 31 people were hurt, 2 kids were very badly hurt, and he set 2 houses on fire and he's walking like that. But you're not allowed to talk about that because it sends the wrong message to the right-wing people, right? Biden, Harris and forklifts to open the border when Texas built razor walls. Never forget, this is treason. But hey, another misinformation that we're not supposed to talk about, right? Especially when she goes to the border as if I'm doing a great job, yeah. With all due respect, even the border was saying over and over in many tweets, this lady, you ain't helping us at all. But hey, we're going to act as if you're going to try to do something about it because it is our job. Just like it was yours. But you didn't do anything about it for more than 3.5 years, and I need to shut up because I still like my job and my country.
Down with deportation, up with education, down with deportation, up with education, down with deportation, up with education, down with deportation.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Turloqueta verdetta welcome.